Good morning, Blue Devils. Join us this week as we go through our first Flex Advisory activities, our Spirit Week outfits, and learn about important academic updates. All that and more today, Friday, October 1st, 2021.
First up, we have the semi-formal homecoming dance tomorrow, October 2nd, from 7 to 10 p.m. at Hidden Hills in Rinch, New Hampshire. We recommend that everyone look nice and be ready for a night of fun.
Remember that progress reports will be handed out today, October 1st. Students will be called to their advisors at the end of the day to receive their progress reports. Be sure to pay attention to the announcements so that you can receive them on time.
We've seen a lot of new faces around the building. Let's bring it over to Maddie, Drew, and Mark to get to know a few of them in our first segment.
What did you do for college, and what's your teaching experience?
So I went to Becker College in Worcester and Leicester, Massachusetts. I was a sports management major. I had my associates in sports management and my bachelor's in business management. And then I went to Lesley University and got my master's in mathematics, and Curry College to get my principal licensure.
Another one for you. What did you do for sports? Did you play any college, high school?
So in high school, I played football, I wrestled, and played volleyball. And in college, my friends and I started the Becker College hockey team as a club sport. So we had to do 4 years of a club sport, and then it turned into a varsity sport after we left.
What do you currently like to do after school each day?
Well, I have 3 kids at home, so I'm extremely busy with them, but mostly it's coaching their either baseball or softball teams. I'm pretty active in the town Little League, so that takes up a lot of my time, but definitely coaching them and helping out the kids in the community.
So, you talked about all these college degrees. What brought you here then with all those?
So I've known Mrs. Weeks a long time, and it just so happened that her son and my son play on the same baseball team. And she said that they were looking for an assistant principal, and didn't know if I had any interest in coming up here. I interviewed. I love the school. The interview went great with the teachers. I fell in love with the community, and I came up. So I'm happy to be here. It's my first year, but it's I'm in it for the long haul. So I look forward to seeing a lot of changes to and a lot of great things to Murdock High School.
Oh, what college did you go to, and for what topic?
I went to Westfield State for my bachelor's for English and Fitchburg State for my master's in education.
What is your favorite thing to do after school usually?
Usually I go home and I take my dogs for a walk. I play with my son. I have a 5-month-old, and I'm really into reading and cooking, so any of those.
So what is your favorite class, though?
At Murdock, my favorite class is all of my senior English classes, and I also have a lot of fun with my mythology kids, so it would be hard to pick a favorite.
Thank you. So what college did you go to, and what for?
I went to Wentworth Institute of Technology, and I actually majored in architecture.
So what you brought you there then?
I didn't really like architecture too much in college, to be honest. So I started thinking about what else I could do, and I loved working with children growing up and volunteering. So I ended up becoming a Spanish teacher, got my license in that. And then I came here because I moved to Fitchburg last year, and I needed a local job.
What are you looking forward towards in this year?
This year, I definitely want to learn more about the community in the area. I mean, completely new, not sure what to do. I'm enjoying Spirit Week so far. I'm enjoying getting to meet everybody.
What college do you go to, and what topic for?
Okay, I went to Assumption College down in Worcester, and I went for business management, and I got also a history degree.
So what brought you out here then?
What brought me out here, I would probably say definitely the reputation of Winchendon, the students, not all of them, just kidding, all of them, and I would say the opportunity to teach high school history.
So, did you do any sports in college or high school, anything like that?
Yeah, I ran cross country and track in high school, and I also played baseball, and I also was the captain of the cross country and track team at Assumption as well.
Now, what is your favorite class?
My favorite class is probably my U.S. history classes, just because that is my favorite topic to learn about, and that was also my favorite topic when I was in high school as well.
There will be no school Monday, October 4th. Get some extra sleep and get caught up on schoolwork.
Reminder to juniors and seniors that the PSATs and SATs will be October 13th, 2021. They are free and all juniors and seniors will be required to take them. Prep for both tests are available on the College Board website and Princeton Review. Everyone study up and see Ms. Weinhold with any questions. This past week we had our first Spirit Week and we saw a lot of participation. Let's bring it over to Brendan, Annie, and Connor for the recap.
Week was Spirit Week. Monday was Flannel Day. Students stayed warm in their flannels. Tuesday was Doppelganger Day. Students twinned with their friends. Wednesday was Decade Day. Students dressed for their favorite decade. Thursday was Pajama Day. Students stayed cozy in their pajamas all day. And today was Blue and White Day. Students wore blue and white to support their school.
Last Friday, we introduced a new block called Flex Advisory, which gave students the opportunity to learn some new skills or practice some old hobbies.
We've seen a lot happen with the Murdock athletes this past week, so let's check in with Nate and Kevin to get the update.
Welcome back to the Murdock Sports Report from this past week.
The Murdock Narragansett boys soccer team had two games this week with a 6-0 loss against Lunenburg and a 6-0 loss against Gardner. Their next game is this Tuesday, October 5th at Toronto.
The Murdock Gardner field hockey team had 3 games this past week as well. They took a 2-1 loss against Narragansett, had a big 6-1 win against Athol, and lost to Clinton 3-1.
Their next game is Monday, October 4th against Lunenburg.
The cross-country team also had a meet last week against Bromfield. Gavin Zabik came in first for the Murdock boys, and Avery Murphy came in first for the Murdock girls.
Both teams got the win in the meet. They have a home meet on Wednesday, October 6th against Littleton at the Winchendon Community Park. The cheerleading team has their first competition coming up on October 17th in Milford.
The Murdock Gardner golf team had a meet last Tuesday against Hudson where they took a 34-12 loss.
Next week, they have 4 meets scheduled against Ayr, Maynard, Hudson, and Tohoto. The football team took home a huge 48-8 win this past Saturday against Southbridge. J.R.S. Williams had an amazing game with 2 rushing touchdowns and 1 passing touchdown. Cole Patterson also scored 2 touchdowns, 1 by rushing and 1 by an interception. Tonight is the annual homecoming game against Quabbin at 7 o'clock. Come show some support for the boys.
And that will do it for this week's Murdock Sports Update. Back to you guys in the studio.
That's going to be it for this week's episode of Blue Devil Weekly. Be sure to stay updated with what's going on at Murdock through our social media team by following us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at MurdockHS.
And if you aren't already subscribed to our channel, be sure to, as well as click the notification bell to be notified of future uploads. Check in with us next week, but until then, see ya!